Don't you believe that to me? Because like up there, it's kind of taking up the.
Yeah, we're good.
You may be seated. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hey, there we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Keith Langford, the Alexander City Board of Education, and the faculty and staff at Benjamin Russell High School, we would like to welcome you to the class of 2020 commencement. We're here tonight, afternoon, to recognize this very special senior class of 2020. Before we recognize our special guests, we do want to honor two outstanding educators who impacted not only these seniors, but many senior classes before them, and so many of their fellow educators in our system. In the last 2 months, we lost two very special women due to cancer. Due to the pandemic, we couldn't pay our respect and love for them at their funerals. So at this time, we want to honor and remember the wonderful lives of Assistant Principal Kelly and Board Member Doretha Walker with a moment of silence. If you would, join me and bow your heads. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to recognize our special guests. Please stand when your name is called, and please hold your applause until all are recognized. Superintendent Dr. Keith Langford. Board members, Mr. Michael Ransall, Ms. Denise Bates, Mr. Kelly Waldrop, and Kevin Speaks was not able to make it. Our assistant principals and SRO, Mr. Tracy McGee, Mr. Jason Deason, Officer Brian Ray. Also like to recognize our Teacher of the Year for 2019-20, Ms. Penny Adamson. And our two senior sponsors who did an outstanding job this year, Ms. Amanda Fennell and Ms. Jennifer Clanton. Let's give them a hand. We want to thank several people who banded together as a collective group to give this senior class and family members who have lost so much these past 3 months a graduation ceremony that they will always remember. If you would, please hold your applause until the end. We would like to thank Dr. Langford, Mayor Thomas Braggins, Mr. Sonny Wilson in Alexander Park and Rec Department, Police Chief Jay Turner in the Alexander Police Department, the staff at Alexander City Board of Education, the senior advisors, and the faculty members at BRHS. We could not do this without all of them banding together and making this happen. So let's give them a hand. We also want to thank each family member for your understanding of why we have to spread everyone out and why we have to come and leave in a certain way to protect you and these seniors. We could not do this ceremony without your cooperation, so we thank you for that. Tonight's ceremony is a voluntary, non-traditional graduation. Our seniors did not have a practice, as some of you could tell, because of social distancing and getting 200 people together. So please excuse any mishaps. We did have a few seniors who elected not to participate, and you'll see some empty seats, and that's their right. Even though this is a non-traditional ceremony, we do have 3 expectations that we ask from our family members. We ask our parents and family members to respect our long-standing tradition of a formal graduation that is known throughout the state. We expect the audience to hold all applause and cheers so that each parent can hear their senior's name being announced. We will have a designated time after we present the graduated class as a group to the crowd where parents and family members can cheer and yell as loud as you want to. We ask that you stay seated until we dismiss most of the seniors once they leave the field and head into the parking lot. Once dismissed, Please do not leave in a mass group. Our ushers will designate certain areas for you to walk out. Again, kind of keep that social distance. Once you unite with your senior in the parking lot, we do ask that your family leave immediately and follow the directions of the police officers. To have this graduation with 2 sessions, one at 5 o'clock and one at 7:30, we had to trim many things from a traditional ceremony, including the audience. We will recognize our senior class president and our SGA president when their names are announced. Here's a very quick procedure for both you and the seniors, just in case they forgot what we're going to do. Following me, Andrew Caldwell will do his salutatorian speech, and then Amaya Benson will do her valedictorian speech. After the speeches, Miss Jennifer Clanton will ask row 1 to stand, and they will start moving down to the right, 1 chair at a time, as she calls out the names of the seniors. Seniors will continue to follow that's our theme now, the dots, follow the dots until you're at the table. Parents, please remember to hold your applause during this time of the program. After the name is called, the senior will pick up their diploma from the table, come to the front of the podium, and they will move their tassel from right to left. Right to left. Okay? Once the picture is taken, they'll pause for the picture. Once the picture is taken, seniors will walk straight to the end zone, to the dots, where the teachers will direct you to your designated spot. Once all seniors are in the end zone, I will come back to the podium, and I will present the graduates to the audience, and that's when you can yell and scream as loud as you want to. And then Mr. Bloodworth and Mr. O'Brien will play the alma mater, and the seniors will throw their caps from a distance. Then they will quickly turn in your gowns, ties, and collars to your advisor, and then pick up your senior packets and meet your parents at the vehicles. Seniors, you'll walk up the road to the gate and go to the parking lot. No parents or family members on the field, and no seniors in the stands. Once they leave the end zone, for the most part, I will dismiss everybody, and the ushers will show you which way to go. Please adhere to social distancing while you exit the stands. To the senior class of 2020, it has been my privilege and my honor serving as your principal these last 4 years. Thank you, and God bless.
Good evening. I would first like to welcome all of my fellow graduates, their family and friends here in attendance and those watching, our faculty, and other distinguished guests. I would also like to thank everyone who made tonight happen. As we are all aware, this year has not gone according to plan. However, this moment here tonight is everything my fellow graduates and I have worked for. This senior class has faced so much adversity, from being disqualified from almost every pep rally, to now having our final year of high school being cut short, that I believe we are all tremendously closer as a group than we were entering the halls of BRHS 4 years ago. We have laughed together, we have cried together, we have loved together, but most importantly, we have grown together. This class, and especially those who are closest to me, is one of the reasons I'm standing before you tonight. Thank you. Another reason are the countless faculty members who have provided me with so much information on not only school, but life. However inopportune it may have seemed at the time, every faculty member at BRHS will find some way to impact you in a positive manner. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank my family. My dad, Cam, mom, Leanne, and older brother, Cameron, have literally been there since day one. The innumerable times you told me to stop playing video games and go study has finally paid off. I wouldn't ask for anything else in a family. Thank you. I know I was not easy to raise. Due to the unfortunate and devastating circumstances we face today, I'm not allotted an extended amount of time to speak. However, I do not want that to take away from the gratitude and appreciation I have towards everyone that you are supporting and encouraging tonight. When thinking about this speech, I was babysitting, which I usually am, and we were watching the Lorax. Something was said, and it resonates with me, and I want to share it tonight with my fellow graduates and you. Dr. Seuss says, "Unless someone like you, who cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not." And I challenge this senior class to be that someone. I love you all. Thank you.
Good evening. First and foremost, I would like for us to take the time to appreciate being here at this moment. This has been a total uproarious and disastrous time for us all. The coronavirus has profoundly impacted the world, and many people have lost their lives. Let's all be thankful that this ceremony is even possible and that we were all here to participate. I would like to also give the utmost thanks to all the people who have made this graduation possible, particularly the staff at Alexander City Schools, Alexander City Parks and Rec, and the Alexander City Police Department. And finally, I would like to thank our family and friends who have contributed over these years to our success. This has been a long, yet unforgettable 13 years. I have fond memories of the Pacer test in elementary school, walking to JR's in Sonic in middle school, and getting dressed for the first day of high school. At the start of our freshman year, we all look forward to graduating. That time has come. In fact, it has come too quickly. Now we're all sitting here, waiting to hear our names called, walk across the field, turn our tassels, and receive our diplomas. It is an honor to represent this outstanding class. As I stand here before you all, I would like for us to fully admire and appreciate the accomplishment we've all fulfilled. The coronavirus may have taken away valuable moments of our senior year, but the hard work and dedication we've put forth these 13 years stand and is honored today. Class of 2020, give yourself a pat on the back. For teenagers, undergoing high school is strenuous. We have experienced peer pressure, academic pressure, relationship problems, and much more while maintaining a successful academic career, participating in extracurricular activities, and working. Personally, I experienced a lot of stress these past 2 years due to maintaining my grades and working 2 jobs. And I know many of you are in the same boat with me. And because we overcame these experiences, we should be exceedingly proud of ourselves. This day, May 21st, 2020, marks the end of our childhood and the beginning of adulthood. Some of us will be furthering our education at 2- and 4-year institutions. Some will proudly serve our country through the military, and some will go directly into the workforce. Although these are all different pathways, they all involve us venturing out into the world on our own. Today starts a new journey of responsibility, being accountable for ourselves, and most importantly, reinventing ourselves. After today, we will have full control of our futures. It is in our best interest to use that control wisely, make the best of it. As we undergo this new, challenging chapter of our lives, remember this quote from Barack Obama: "Don't just get involved, fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a seat at the head of the table. Never settle for less. After accomplishing your wildest goal, strive to go further." Today, this football field is full of success. We won, and we will continue to win. Now, I would like for my fellow classmates to assist me in concluding my commencement speech. Class of 2020, repeat after me. We are BR. Thank you.
Row 1, please stand. Maya Benson. James Andrew Caldwell. Ashanti Askew. Brianne Ost. Roxy Baker. Lydia Ballard, Class President. Savannah Banks. Jalen Dale. Jakaya Bellew. Cameron Benefield. Noah Benton. Addie Bishop. Jake Malik Bishop. Tyler Black. Micah Blair. Devin Bradford. Leighton Bradford. Cade Brooks. Latavius Brooks. Ty Brown. Paris Burdick. Libby Burke. Tori Caldwell. LaJamie Carlisle. Christian Carlisle. Zachary Champion. Ashari Chapman. Robert Charchet. Saxon Coker. Locker Colley. Madison Collier. Gabrielle Coughlin. Catherine Crutchfield. Tanaya Cunningham. Matthew Cush. Kashunsky Davis. Mackenzie Davis. Luke Doggett. Brooklyn Edwards. Gavin Edwards. Starlet Edwards. Christopher Neal Finn. Diego Flores. Stephanie Forbes. Colby Ford. Melody Brianne Foster. Devin Freeman. Madison Fuller. Keasia Gamble. Shakala Gamble. Tashana George. Keziah Gilmore. Horace Godfrey. Amber Gomez. Kazori Gray. Richard Denzel Green. Kenneth Braxton Haas. Cheyenne Haggerty. Savannah Haggerty. Amberly Hamlet. Faith Hannah. Nashad Hannon. Shane Hanson. Jabronsky Harrell. Jamichael Harris. Megan Harris. Raven Hayes. Christy Heath.
Come around to the bleachers. That's where we
Alex Ameo Hernandez. Dara Coleman. Alquavius Howell. Haley Hunter. Hezekiah Hunter. Cheyenne Jackson. Tierra John. Martavius Johnson. Shantasia Johnson. Tarshay Johnson. Jacob Jones. Joshua Jones. Robert Garrett Jones. Anthony Journey. Jerika Judkins. Cheney Keel. Cameron Reese Kelly. Harrison Kelly. Shalea Kendrick. Chatea Knight. Alexis Lambert. Emily Lauderdale. David Lewis.
At this time, given the powers by Dr. Keith Langford, I would like to bestow the diplomas to the senior class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you the graduated class of 2020. Let's give them a hand. Seniors, if you would, you threw your caps a little too early. So we're going to give you another chance to throw your caps after I'm modest. So let's, on the count of 3. 1, 2, high now, 3. Seniors, if you would, please turn in your gowns and your collars and pick up your senior packets for Mr. Burton and Ms. Carr at this time.